Good evening, guys. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you guys are fine. Must excuse me, my voice is really knackering today. Who have we got in? Medic. Yeah. We have Bradley. We have County Stepford. We have Jack. Good evening, guys. We have a few more as well. Don't forget, hit the like button, guys. Really, really helps. Definitely helps. Yeah. So, what do we think of the roadmap? Good or bad? Actually, to save you from doing that, let's do a poll. You're driving the ICET. Awesome. There's only going to be two options for this. Right. What is added in the roadmap? Well, you're going to have a go and see. Right, there's two options. October roadmap, good or bad? Yeah, okay. Right, so yeah, we've got 4 routes driving at the moment. I don't know if it's going to be any more or not, so we'll just go from there. I didn't have a very good night last night. Obviously, finishing the Mass Effect 2 come Mass Effect 3 live stream. Yeah, the Mass Effect live stream was just under 6 hours, so I finished about 1:30 this morning. Eventually got to bed at about 1:45. Yeah, and just had a really bad night. So yeah, then I had to get up and go to my class this morning as well, which was probably not the best thing I'd chosen to do. Right, so I will eat you. So Hentis, you got most of your stuff from TSW5 onto TSW6, except not all of them came. You learned not to rebuy them and just wait for the rest to come. Right, so first off, what is your platform that you're playing on? Gen 8, Gen 9? Sort of thing. I mean, to be honest, Xbox Series S. Right, okay, so you're Gen 9. The only thing that shouldn't really come across, if you do have it, or if you did have it, was Peninsula Corridor. Everything else, Gen 9 and PC Supremacy. Nice one, Bradley. Yeah, the one that shouldn't come across is Peninsula Corridor with all the DLC for that. Everything else should go across, but I would definitely get hold of Dovetail and let them know what ones haven't gone across. Definitely on that one. Yeah, because that's an interesting one. There's a few people that have had that. I mean, I've been lucky. I've had everything. I've had no problem with content going across, either on the PC or the PlayStation. So yeah, good evening, Pep. How's things? Had to end TSW here as the Nightbot's acting a bit funny for no reason. Yeah, hi Adam. Good evening, guys. Yeah, Nightbot. There's too many people in those streams. There's one guy asking for the 171 and the 377 to be free of charge, and I just replied. I said, "Well, okay, I'll ask Rivet to pay their staff in Oreos and gummy bears so you can have it free of charge, so the staff won't get paid this month." You know what I mean? Oh, it's ridiculous. Mr. Train Guy was one of them, and he's a disruptive person, from what I've seen of his past presence in the live streams. Right, anyway, guys, so we're going to kick off tonight. This is episode 851. So that's 851 episodes. 850 was the Episode 850 was the Monday's thingy stream, which I've still got the save game is here. And now I want to sort of try and tomorrow, I want to try and do that and get that one done. So that'll give us a tick on the old, what do they call it? Oh, it's going into my profile again. I'm stuck. Don't have to worry about us bots here. Just as trigger happy mods, yeah, it's just as bad. No, yes, they do a very good job. And it's a thankless job as well. It's a paid less job because they don't get paid. So they don't even get paid in Oreos and gummy bears either. So yeah. Bradley doesn't like Oreos and Carl don't like gummy bears. Jack just loves everything. Your fans on the blink, what, only fans? There's too many stupid, deluded kids in that live stream, yeah. Not bothered about Mr. Train Guy, to be honest with you. Yeah. He has the gummy bears and Oreos with his diet drink of choice as well, which apparently he loves. Right. Anyway, shall we crack on? The first route we're doing is Birmingham Cross City. Good evening, Casual Rail. How are you? Welcome to the stream. You do love Diet Coke. Oh, Coke. Yes. Yes. Right. Birmingham Cross City. Birmingham Cross City. There we go. How you doing, Casual Rail? You prefer the Pepsi Mac for sugar-free. Hi, Sam. How are you? I hope you're fine. Don't like Pepsi. Yeah, I used to drink Pepsi when my mum and dad always went out to the pub. And one of the best places was just across the road, strangely enough, from where I live now, called the Station Hotel. And believe it or not, it was right next to the train station. So guess where me and my brother would go for a couple of hours, then come back with get another bottle of Pepsi. We'd go to the train station, train spotting. It was fun. You're okay, just driving on Trains and World yourself, currently on the East Coast Main Line. Oh, awesome. What service are you doing? We are going to do a Class 170 timetable, because I feel like it. There. Do we do a Virgin? Easy. Or do we do, and the night is still young, or do we do a West Midlands Transport 150? It's nice putting the 802 and 801 together in Trains and World. Oh, that'd be awesome. You're flying from London City Airport in a month. Oh, cool. Where to? You're doing 1S08 London to Edinburgh. Oh, awesome. I think you do the Virgin as first time for everything. Oh, definitely. I'm just not going to go. Oh, it's not Virgin, is it? It's cross country. Dumbass. Shall we do the 176? Huh? How come we got 5 different conversions? Yeah, I don't know. Cardiff Central to Nottingham. Let's do that one. We could do Nottingham to Cardiff Central. Yeah, let's do that one. Actually, Bristol Temple Mead to Stansted Airport. That sounds fun. Let's do that one. Sort it. No Virgin. No. It's a bugger, isn't it? I don't like these bits here. These greyed out bits. Where's your cursor? I have to speak to them on the UI. I don't think they will change it, but it's very off-putting. So I've got some really, really good news today to tell you. No, I don't have a job. my balcony's been repaired after 5 months of being fecked. So I can now literally stand out, walk out the door on my balcony and not fear of falling down and breaking my ankles because the tiles are knackered. So yeah, that's all been sorted. Yay. So I'm a little happy bunny again. Tomorrow I can spend part of the day I've got to go and get some grass seed at some point. I can spend part of the day getting all my stuff back out there, just giving it a bit of a brush up. Get Hoover, or I'll do that actually after I've done a bit what I'm going to do. And then get some stuff sorted before the winter. Right, so 1 Lima 98 Bristol Temple Meads to Stansted Airport. Well, the DRA is going to be on. So let's do this. Right. Oh, it's there, isn't it? DSD. I don't think we'll be driving the Voyager today. I don't know. We'll see how we get on. Turn the window down. Bring the window down, sorry. Hi Carl, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well, sir. Where's my keyboard? There it is. Like day shunting, day running. Did the AWS go off? Oh, 323. Pickups. Wait until 7:46. How are we doing? I noticed there's somebody who's saying the 117 and 171 sounded totally different. I was like, no, they don't. They're exactly the same. Same engine, same transmission. You're good, thanks. Ready for a long weekend before you start a week of nights on Tuesday. So you are off Sunday, Monday and Saturday? That's good. Take the brakes off. Voyages are fast. They do, I think it's 100 or 125 miles an hour. Off Friday to Tuesday. Awesome. 125, yeah. They do the Pepsi Max. So we are stopping at University. Need to do some of the 323 services on this. So Cardiff Network is one that we're going to be playing as well. West Coast Mainline South is going to be played, and we're doing Great Western Express. So if you've seen this Cardiff Cardiff City Network time-lapse video that Just Trains have done, trains at Cardiff Central, you will see the Voyager, a couple of DB66s with running steel or Stahl, and TEA wagons. Plenty of TFW 142s and 150s and 153s, and some in a couple in the new livery as well that are running. 802s and HSTs still. I'm kind of hoping that when the HST pack, the farewell HST pack gets done, I'm probably thinking it won't though, that the HST power cars will spawn in, but I know that Liam will have it set up that they spawn in on those the GWE remaster ones, but I don't think it will do it on the I don't think it will, because basically I don't know, because they may be able to set it up, but obviously it will need to be updated. Same base model. It could be. You never know, it might do. It'll be interesting to see. It's pretty good seeing that photo of Reading that looks like it's just been invaded by trains. Trying to figure out what the 153 was there for, 158 was there for. Because I don't know if they use 158s from Reading to somewhere. They don't. I know they don't use them at Basingstoke. That'll be interesting. Yeah, so I am to be honest, I'm suffering today. South West Road use 158s on Sundays to Salisbury. Yeah, I think don't they use them on the line between Leamington Pier and Brockenhurst. Spins and goes past these. Yeah, fancy. Let's book 450 now. He's definitely a 450. All right. So we're up over the worst bit. Just at a event at the moment. No worries, no worries. Welcome. I haven't sorted the I haven't sorted the last night's stream out yet, so I should do that. Sofa. Okay. You like a bit of sofa? It was really great yesterday. I had an agency phone me up, basically asking about me. It was the same guy that actually spoke to me last week, and he's saying, what work are you after? I was explaining everything to him. Right, okay, sort of thing, you know. And yeah, it was the same sort of type phone call that he'd actually say when he was supposed to, or they should have supposed to phone me after Bank Holiday Monday. When I first signed up, they never did. But it was the same questions that the same guy was asking me from the same agency when he phoned me last week as well. That's yesterday. Yeah, he does sit on the sofa with Wendy, apparently. Right, I'm going to start taking the speed off because we've got a yellow, and I know that's an approach control red. But I'm not slowing down just yet. So yeah, there's no stream tomorrow. There should be a stream Saturday, and then we got a members only Train Sim World stream on Sunday. Next week's members only stream is Farm Sim. But Farm Sim and Construction Sim will still be shown on the standard Wednesday night gaming. We'll be joining down the road. Oh, from the Med. Awesome. Bradley cruising the Med and being the mod in the Med. Awesome. I would have to put you down as a status as mod on tour. Oh, we've still got enough way to go. Saturday, I may just pick out 5 or 6 routes and we'll drive them, whatever they are. Not lucky dip or anything, so yeah. It's great driving through this line here while you've got trains waiting in the platforms. So what do you guys think of the Crewe to Birmingham route? I mean, you've already got the should have done Crewe to Preston, should have done Birmingham down to Milton Keynes. I'm just like, oh, fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? It does look good. 530 odd playable services. 2,094 total services, including AI. That's a lot. And you got Soho Depot, Basford Hall, Oxley Depot. I'm kind of hoping they've got, because it is, where are we? As you go off from here, you got Birmingham New Street there. Round here, you got Lawley Street. I'm kind of hoping it's in there as well, but I don't think they will put it in there. Yeah, he may like it. But also Johan from Incredible Trains also did the scenery in certain areas around Stafford. So that's why he's been quiet. Should have. I'm going to slap Carl. Should have done Birmingham to Glasgow Queen Street. What were you thinking? I'm just going to wait for the light to change. I'm looking forward to the American one, the Stamford, New York Penn, Grand Central to Stamford route, because you can either go via one way or the other. I know that sounds really vague. Which is the other way is the actual route from the NEC New York route from the original Trains in World. So that's good that they got that back in there. Got DLC coming next week, which is Peninsula Corridor. Oh. Oh, are we chasing something? Oh, 66s are out. Oh, is this you got DLC coming next week? Or is it DLC as in beta testing, which you shouldn't be telling us about? You know what I mean? Oh, bringing San Fran. Yes. Now we just need the switcher and loco from the OG. Yes. And also, for PC, there was the CSX steel covered wagon as well, which was part of a pre-ordering DLC. It never ever came to console. Oh, I see 66s. Of course, it's Railhead Treatment Train Month. Yay! I was going to say South Western Railway, SWR 1000 switcher. I think these are all DB, aren't they? Which, of course, these are all wrong now, because DB don't have a contract. That's a lot of 66s in one area. If you hadn't noticed, I hit the wrong button. I should have hit F3. I didn't. I hit 3. Change cameras. Finally getting a freight loco that isn't a 66. Hi, Melbourne train guy. How you doing? What? Yeah, the road map, absolutely amazing. I mean, I'm not overly worried about the Portuguese route or the Czech route. I will have them. I only just realised that the bell tolls for someone. I only just realised that the Czech route is an unbranded route. I'm feeling pretty rough today, to be honest. Very chesty. Might have a chest infection, so yeah. And tired as well. But we're getting there. I'm happy anyway, because I got my balcony bit's been fixed. Yay. I'm still on the yellow, so yeah. That's not good. Hope you don't get too rough and recover quickly. Same here. Same here. We're not stopping there either. We just seem to be under yellows all the time. I don't think there's anything in front of us. Got yourself CTS bus and tram sim yesterday. So to go off topic, nice game. Oh, awesome! That's good. It's always good people hearing people buying new games and everything. I'm hoping, and really not entirely sure. I'm hoping that I will be buying Battlefield at some point, Battlefield 6. But paying bills and keeping keeping food on the table is a priority. So yeah, if I can't buy it, then I can't buy it, and it will just have to wait. Oh, there's Hunslet. He's now retired from the railway. The 90, the 171, the 377. Jesus is amazing. Yeah, the weird thing is though, it's a 90 that's done by DB, that has DB branding, which DB no longer have any 90s that are working. They mostly withdrawn them all, and scrapped most of them, if not sold them on, or they're still rotting away in a yard somewhere. Have we got something in front of us? It's not very clear, is it? Here we have, look. Redditch to Four Oaks. Oh yeah, the 90 looks really good, and you know, with Alan Thompson doing it, you know, they're pretty renowned for some really decent modelling. So yeah, I think that one's kind of crept up on us and surprised a few people. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Yeah. DTT Bussin World. BSW. People get mixed up with BMW. What's Rivals? Oh, Metro Rivals, yeah. Never know. Got to be very careful with what you see, though, because some of it might not work. Some of it might be something completely different. You never know. Yeah, you know. It's I think we'll just have to wait and see for next week, see what it is. I think it's been is it being announced next Thursday? Right, we're stopping at the next station. It's now gone double yellow. Good evening, Nick. How are you? A bit late as I was watching the road map stream and driving a 350 up to Milton Keynes. Also, I thought that was on my track then. Just about to shit myself. No, I only started at 8 because I was watching the road map. But I think just before they got to the end and started doing a quick Q&A, which is going to be the time that I was going to start the road map, my stream. Hi, East Killer, how are you? I don't know, I'm not watching it at the moment. I think it's been a pretty successful roadmap. You still get the ones on there that say, why have you got to pay for everything, blah, 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 blah. Why can't you provide everything for free of charge? Yeah, of course. How would you like to, the work that you're doing, young man, in your company, how would you like to work free of charge for a month? So that the person that's buying it can have a break from buying it. And, yeah. Yeah, you ain't going to like that. No, you just got a lot of idiots posting stuff. Oh, when are we going to have this? When are we going to get that? You know, oh, how much will the Voyager and not the Voyager, how much will the 171 and the 377 / whatever it is cost? You know, or is the East Coastway route going to be upgraded? Don't know. Nothing's been said. Read what it says in the roadmap. You know. I mean, you know, I'm just getting myself comfy, sorry. It's those sort of things that wind me the fuck up, to be honest. There's just people asking questions because they just cannot be asked to look the answer up. Good evening, Peter. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Well, it is. It's just basically just you see them, and every time they keep posting stuff repeatedly, just right click on their name and block them. That's the only dickhead filter you're going to get with YouTube. That's a YouTube problem and not a Dovetail problem. You just gave us a class 90. Why couldn't we also have the 91 and a completely new timetable for East Coast Main Line? So as well, but all for free. Those kind of muppets. Yeah, basically. Birmingham New Street is next. Yeah, I've got to say I'm really excited for the 90. Didn't even know about that. The 171 and the 377 I did know about only recently. Hi Zedgy, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Forum bottom feeders, yeah. You enjoyed Peninsula Corridor, don't know what happened, but it's disappeared. Yeah, no license for Caltrain, it ran out, and there's no option to renew it, so it was removed in February. It is coming next week as unbranded versions. So basically, you'll get all the locos and DLCs that appeared in Caltrain, but it'll be all unbranded because the license for Caltrain expired and there was not an option to renew it. Some of them they renew automatically, others they just don't. Licenses are not granted ad infinitum. So yeah, does that mean that don't own them can now buy the unbranded ones? Yes, I believe. I am like your 350 stuck for over 6 minutes at a red. You'll get there when it gets over here. Seems there was a bug in the particular service. 2 trains ahead as you both stuck at red and not moving. What I would do there, Nick, is delete the first one that's stuck, the one furthest along at the red light, and then just wait and see. But sometimes, though, bearing in mind, now, random signal events may well happen, not just on the 3 core routes, but like the speed, the TSRs, they can happen now on any given route. It's a bug that's happened, like the Birmingham Cross City, Manchester Airport, where on the PC and Xbox, the 323 has passenger announcements, and the Voyager appears in the timetable. It wasn't supposed to, but it showed up as a bug. So, yeah. Good afternoon, Bronco. Hope, how are you? I'm not too bad. I just got full of it at the moment. Yeah. It's going to be sorted out because I mentioned it to Alex, and he said it is a bug that wasn't. It's the cause of a bug that it's appeared. He said that's a good thing, is that we know that it actually works, but they've just got to get it so when it appears the right way round, and that the AWS magnets and the PZB bits appear on the German TSRs and the UK TSRs. Yeah. I think they will. They will do it. They you know, it was an unforeseen bug. So yeah, it will be left, but it will be made to work properly. Hi TOC, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Sorry, I just sound really rough today. So yeah, tiredness and probably an inbound chest infection as well. Pendo Lino. Hi Joshua, how are you? Yeah, it's not but too bad. Could be better. Oh, 390's going. Ugh, COVID. You need to update your AV, not your audio visual. That's the Voyager leaving, not me. And that one going in. Just think, this is going to be a lot busier. I reckon this route, Birmingham to Crewe, will release on the 17th, the 21st, or the 28th of the month. There's no guarantee. Skoda for TSW. Just chilling. Oh, that's cool. Got into Milton Keynes 11 minutes late, and you're a bit of a stickler for timekeeping. It really was rubbing up against my borderline OCD. Still, it was a fun run, and at least my Xbox S didn't choke. Yay! That's the bonus. Ooh. Put DRA on. There we go. What did we get? 5,039 and a platinum. Right, let me just tick that little puppy off. Right, we're going to be doing Cardiff City next. So we are running Cardiff City Network, West Coast Mainline South. I think West Coast Mainline South, we are going to do a freight. I don't know. Great Western Mainline, we'll probably do the HST, but then depending on time, we'll probably come back in again, because it's 9 o'clock now. So yeah, I don't want to be on here all night. So I was on here 6.5 hours this morning. The police. Yeah, you was thinking 21st as well. It looks great, especially the politics livery, the police livery. You think it's a shame they haven't done the passenger version, only the freight one? The 90. I think there'll be plenty of people. There'll be plenty of rebrands going around, and I know you'll probably do one or two of them. You still say you got very excited with the roadmap. Class 90 would get me hyped, but then southern stuff too. Yeah, definitely. So it's a new timetable for East Coast Way, which is good. Oh, my throat hurts. So my throat's really sore. I'm very, very wheezy at the moment. Like, yeah, the penguin out of Toy Story. You reskin it? Don't be daft. Why would you want to do a thing like that? Well, EWS, Freightliner, the Freightliner 60 livery, Freightliner Green, Freightliner Powerhaul, Freightliner Freightliner Gency Wyoming, EWS, GNER, because there was one done in a GNER livery, because it was doing the sleepers, I believe. It was doing something. It was working with something. So I saw it once. Can't remember where it was. Trying to think what else livery they've been in. The German Railways livery, because I had that loco as a model. Rail Freight two-tone, and I don't think it was construction. Well, I should know because I've got the bloody model in the other room. Trying to think now. First Great Western livery, no, not 90. 90s were never in First Great Western. At the end of the day, you can still put it with some Mark IIIs on Free Roam or Formation Designer. Oh, yeah. Right. We're going over to the border, to Wales. Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely. Can we do a HST service? What can we do? 1945. Canton Depot Shunt. Canton Depot Shunt. I think we'll need that one. What 66 workings have we got? Let's go. See, it doesn't have any of my, what you call it. I don't know why not. Not sure why. Where'd the Cardiff line go? There it is. I'm just wondering. East Coast Way. Okay, let's do that. So yeah, look, it doesn't come up with anything. Triple. Hi Lee, how are you? Yeah, cause class 90s is coming. Yes. Triple grey distribution, railway distribution, triple grey, Freightliner, EWS, Freightliner Green, Powerhaul, that's the delivery, Freightliner Orange, Freightliner 60 of GNER, DRS, did they have some? First ScotRail, yes, First ScotRail, and Virgin Trains, yes. First ScotRail, yeah, they did have them, didn't they? I'm just approaching Doncaster on your service, there'll be a lot of 66s there. They put a Voyager in Odington. Where's Odington? You're okay, awesome. Virgin Train, ScotRail, Res, yep, DB Cargo, DB 1992 version, Star Civic, SNCB Blue, 90136 version, Rail Freight D. I can't think anymore. It was the one with like the German Federal Railway sort of sign on the front of it. It was like orange front end, I believe. It's grey, but like an orangey colour at the cab sides and the front end. I had it as a Hornby model, but I can't remember. It was done done to. It went off to the. Is it Inner Trans at Germany in the exhibit thingy? Yeah, would be 9029. Right. So what freight do we have? Let's just do cargo line aggregates. Oh, that's a railhead treatment. Yeah, okay. Well, we ain't going to do that then. Okay, let's do a 150. Choices. Freight connection. That's the one. Sorry, I was thinking it's something to do with Germany. And that's all I can remember. And I was thinking Inner Trans. Why is what not moving? Showed you the 2 Romeo 06. Your Voyager. Bradley, open the cab doors on either side. It should release the brakes. Nameplates is carried for the exhibition, but in German, 9828s were in Belgian, 9830s were in French. Yes. Yeah, they do know about it. It is being done. They talked about there's a patch coming tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be tomorrow morning. Then there's another patch in a couple of weeks' time. If you are enjoying the stream, guys, give the like button a slap. And if you are new, thank you. And hit the subscribe button, because then you can chat as well. Have you got all the safeties on as well, Bradley? Incidentally. Always. That's the reason why you got the brakes on. It's a bug with the brakes, and they don't know why. It's something you've got to look at as well. You was at St Anne's Hospital near Sandbanks earlier. A lot of the numpties on the stream tonight should be there. You know what I mean? Yeah, definitely St Anne's Hospital. I don't know if it still runs as a mental institution there now. I don't know. Yeah, there's another workaround for the 220s. Enter the first coach by the passenger door, enter the cab via its back door that seems to work in the free room. Oh, okay. Lock the doors. Put her in first. Headlights on. Oh, I don't know which is night and which is day. It'd be right. There we go. Lock the doors. Take the DRA off. Brakes. We can tell if it was something that only appeared once the final version of the game appeared. It wasn't doing it during your early access period. Apparently it was, because a couple of the ambassadors were mentioning about it. I didn't have the problem because I didn't set the safety systems or anything apart from AWS, TPWS. Grangetown platform 1 is next. Platform 2 even. Yep, still a loony bin. It's just now a build that you've been providing plant equipment for. It should be shrinking these days, not expanding. Well, unfortunately, mate, when you get people that turn around and say to you, well, you know, you gotta get over it. Imagine it didn't happen. You just got to move on, deal with it. It really doesn't help one bit. But that's uninformed and uneducated people. Bollocks, who's working extensively with the Voyager reskinning and screenshotting purposes, and it was working fine during that time. Well, I can definitely tell you that there was a lot of yeah, don't forget we had it a few days before you. We had it about 4 or 5 days before on PC before you got it for early access. So it was one of the first things that the ambassadors were reporting. I don't know. I have no idea what the build was. There are things that I can say and I can't say, but yeah, the ambassadors we had problems with it, with the build that we had. I didn't, so yeah, because I didn't use the safety systems, only the AWS TPWS. We do indeed. We do indeed. Yeah, the roadmap was really, really good. Really, really enjoyed it. What was on it? Looking forward to the Birmingham Crewe route, the 805, the 90. The 90 will sub in on West Coast Main Line. The 805 is going in on a timetable, a brand new timetable, the West Coast Main Line, with 2,000 AI services or 2,000 total services and about 1,000 player services. The hell? Hold on a minute. Oh, what's going on? Hold on a minute, guys. Got to pause this a second. Yeah, I'm not idea what's going on there. Why is that door still open? Another one tomorrow night. Another what tomorrow night? Oh, DGG live stream. Yeah, that's with Harry, isn't it? She's doing. I can't remember. I think it's like the photography sort of thing. In the stream. Hi Samuel, how are you? 171 sound improvements, backported to. Hi, it's a train. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Right, coming up to a red. We should get a yellow into a red. No, I think we got something coming in on the main line, so we might have to wait. Yeah, there's a HST coming. Oh no, it's a depot, isn't it? It's approach control. Forgot. I you know, sometimes I'm thinking, where the hell are we coming from? How you doing? It's a train. Yeah, I won't be watching. I'm just taking time out tomorrow. I'll probably be downloading the new or playing the new Call of Duty season for Black Ops, but that's it. I'm not getting Black Ops 7, whatever it is, because that looks a pile of poop. Where do you come from? Where do you go to? Cotton Eye Joe. I'm going to have that in my head now all night. What I do recommend is watching on Train Sim World's YouTube channel the time lapse at Cardiff Central with the thingy for rail transport for rails 142s, 150s, 802s, 466, 466s, the 66s, 47 on a rail tour. Yeah, just having a look at them because they look absolutely fantastic. Oh, and the cross country Voyager and the Class 170 as well that's in it. Don't forget the teleport at Cardiff. Yarp. Not sure we'll get any freight through, but I hope we do. Got to say, the last 2 routes by Rivet, sorry, the last 3 routes by Rivet have been really good. Well, no, because although people try to pin Oh, something's coming through. West Coast Main Line on Rivet. It was a joint effort by a number of third parties. West Coast.
Mind the gap.
West Coast Main Line was. Rivet helped out with it. I was expecting to see a 60 down there. Oh, DB is booked. Yeah. On here, 5 Circle and Riviera Line. I just think it's just laziness. The only way you'll see a 60 there is if you have something stronger than the Lamzip in your mug. Yeah. Actually, tomorrow night I'm going to catch... it's going to be a busy couple of weeks now for engineering works around our area. I'll just say that is quite close. Do not stick your head out of the window. That's a bit of a my Lord's Hellfire moment, that. No, definitely not. Definitely not. I don't really play this route because you know that because the only problem with this route, I think it's just too slow. So I do apologise. I am pretty tired. I was up with something overnight. for about an hour and a half, and managed to get back to sleep about 5 o'clock, only to be woken up by my alarm going off at 7:45. It didn't have the dignity to malfunction and go off at 8 o'clock. And that was after finishing last night's stream at 1:30 this morning. So, which I still haven't sorted out. And to nail that off, I also forgot to take my tablet this morning for my diabetic one, which basically I am absolutely screwed. Bradley fell asleep. Oh, I really wish it wouldn't do that, because I was like, the sound stopped. Red. Oh, it's crashed, but no, it didn't. I had a feeling that you fell asleep, but there again, I don't blame anyone. Well, in case you missed it, basically, the suicide mission, I lost 4 people, came back with 8. And Dr. Chakwa and the rest of the survivors that I told to make their own way back to the ship didn't survive. Which I knew that would happen. I knew I'd lose the Justicar, Zaid, Legion, and Thane, because they weren't loyal. They had other things on their mind. So I failed their missions. That would make them loyal. Getting from Cardiff Central to Queen Street takes like half the service time. Good route though, yeah. He's high level, and that's our stop. Next up is West Coast Main Line. Yeah. I enjoyed Mass Effect 2. So, I mean, Mass Effect has been a long-standing game that I've been playing on the Wednesday night gaming. We've been playing it for about 2 years. I thought it was a bit loud.
Mind the gap. Yeah, so are you more excited for Birmingham Crewe or Crewe to Preston? I think Birmingham Crewe, to be honest. Because it's modern day. I want to see both of them, to be honest. Got to hit that spot, bear with me. Um, I'm looking forward to both of them. Because when you go through Lichfield Trent Valley, you also got the 323s up above as well. He's high level. Oh, that's what it is. We got gold for that because I was speeding a bit, just a bit, not a lot. But yeah, both of them I'm looking forward to because obviously you got the 86 for the freight the freight version of the 86, so we'll be seeing that on other bits and bobs. Birmingham Crewe doesn't go anywhere near Lichfield Trent Valley. Well, I must be imagining things then. Okay, don't worry about it. That's fine. That's fine. I thought it did, so yeah, no worries. Well, we are on the West Coast Main Line now, anyway. We'll still have the 323s on there at Birmingham, anyway, with the yeah, we're doing the AI services off to Lichfield and the Soho. Right, we're doing West Coast Main Line. Oh yeah, we are going to be running a freight service on the West Coast Main Line if I can find West Coast Main Line. It's a route I'm always going to, that I'm always happy to play. I'm not going to use the ATS 66, that's rubbish. Lordy Street, Bletchley to Wembley sidings. That'd been nice to do. Lordy Street. That would have been a thingy. Burton to Acton HOA. To Wembley sidings. Yeah, we're gonna do that one. 6 Victor 06. I can't put a 33 on it. Well, I could. Burton Road. Aye. Burton Road. We have a bit of a cloudy day. Bit windy. And a bit moist. Peter loves 66s. You can't get enough of them. The weird thing is, last Thursday we had 66021, which was the first ever EWS Class 66 that visited Poole. That came down last week. It also came down with 66051, which was maritime intermodal 4. And that came down, that's first visit to Poole was in 1999. 021s was 1997. And the weird thing is, it was the first DB Class 66s we have had in Poole since last year. I can't remember when last year, but yeah, we haven't had any DB 66s since then. I can't even remember if we had Freightliner ones. All we've had so far this year are GB Rail Freight. Despise the ugly crap sounding sheds. Scrap them all. But at the end of the day, that's what we got. Oh, shed. What number have we got? Don't know. Right, put the lights on. I mean, I just wish they'd update them, put the GSMR in there now. I mean, this is a bit old. Oh, banking com. Sticker on. Though we ain't got anything on. Put some of that in there. Before the sheds, it was the spoons. Before the spoons, it would have been something else. Black fives. I always do this. People say, why'd you put down lights on? Because I can. Desk light, nah, don't need that. Cab lights. Just make sure we've got everything on. But this is the thing, EWS made a £250 million order for locos that were based. Are we doing a run up to Milton Keynes? Oh, hell yeah. There's Milton. I think a lot of the reason why people don't like them is because, and it's quite controversial, they did away with a lot of the classic British locomotives. It always happens when there's something in any decent numbers, they're hated by the bashers. I mean, more so, EWS came in and they scrapped loads of locos, loads of classes. They wiped them out within 2 years. The 73s, most of the 47s, 37s, there's still some hanging on. 31s, then they went off areas. You know, and it was the 58s, the 56s. I mean, although there's still, there's still some 56s that work, that's still around long after the 58s have gone. And even the first lot of 66s that have been scrapped or written off. And people just get a little bit clingy because it's their favourite loco or whatever. Your chili enchiladas are ready. Catch you later. Up at 5. No, that's okay, Peter. No worries. Thanks for popping in. And I think, to be honest, that is one of the main reasons, because it was all their favourite classes of locos were all being wiped out. They were an American company. Well, they were based from an American company, Wisconsin Central, and they were going to go with American power, which, they knew well about the Class 59, and it used the older SD40 engine, and it proved its worth. And like I said a few streams ago, it's what the 60 was designed off, the Class 59, with an updated SD40 engine. I can't remember which one it was, as well as modifications to do with the centre wheel in the bogie steering. And better designed bogies as well, and the air suspension. And that just upset people because it was a lot of their locos that were being removed. Yep, that's it, TOC. Yep, it's exactly the same. It's called progress. It's like the 442s wiped out the slam doors on the Poole, Weymouth to Waterloo route. On the main line. And the 33s, basically. The electrification wiped the 33 ones out. It sealed the nail in their coffin. Oh, expect TSRs on this as well. Yeah. Right, let's see if I can get through Milton Keynes. It's also Milton Keynes Great Electric Show tomorrow. Great Electric Model Railway Show. And we'll see it from the end of the platform here, I think. Someone's been cutting the grass. Oh, yeah. Thing is, though, they use the traction motors from the reps for the traction motors of the 442s. Oh, hello. He's gonna be catching me up then. Let's crack on up to notch 8. The traction motors were sent away for refurbishment, and they lasted through to about what 2006, 2007, probably more after that now, because it was what 2018, 2019. Yep. It was only, what, 10 years ago that the 455s, less than that really, that the 455s were refurbished with voice AC, DC power traction converters. You know, all most of the 455 units had all the traction equipment on. Now they're all being, you know, pancaked at Sims and Newport. You know, I should have gone the other way, don't you? And we are being held at 60 because that's our maximum speed. $390,013. Unimetals now, yeah. Yeah, you know, it's always sad to see a class of locos disappear, get, you know, whatever it is they happen to them and that, and there's not really much you can do about it. You know, people will go, let's preserve one, yeah, and they go in with the right intentions, and then they don't realise how much it costs, you know. But it does work. Preservation works. We know that. But I think apparently the blue 455's been preserved. Apparently, but I'm not sure how true that is. I mean, it would have been nice to see some of the EWS 58s that were over in France, which were still, some of them were working fine, and they were all cut up. The problem is the French are one of these countries that preservation. It's like when we were at the Swanage Diesel Garda a few years ago. And strangely enough, I met him for two or three years in a row before COVID, and he turned around and said that the French don't do this. They don't have diesel Gardas. The Spanish ones are still intact. I believe there are some still in Holland under the ACTS banner. I don't know if they're working though. Strangely enough though, I actually only saw them via the Railcam at Milo. I saw them about 2 or 3 times. Never seen them after that. But yeah, the guy I was chatting to, he said, "Oh, we don't do that. They don't have these regalas over there in France." He said they don't do this sort of thing. He said I have to come over here into Germany or to Holland for this. Well, yeah. They have surrender parties. Satire. Ooh, Bradley getting a little bit political. A little political. I just hope that they have some decent amount of freight. I know the majority of it, the freight, will be FK intermodals, but I kind of hope that they have a fair amount of other type freight as well. I think cargo line 3, was that petroleum? Hi Dean, how are you? Really loving Trains in World 6, to be honest. I'm not too good myself. Very flu-y and chest infection-y, bad throat, that sort of thing. I fart in your general direction. Okay. But yeah, I'm loving TSW6. Petroleum intermodals, yeah. 3 was intermodal, so you get the FGAs, wasn't it? I've noticed. I swear I played this in TSW6 before. This route. Why am I getting? All of a sudden, I'm just finding there's a lot of stuttering going on. Cardiff City Network, and in here. I think this is the first time that I've actually run this in TSW6 on the PlayStation. I know I've run. Oh man. I've got to check this now. Mitten World. No, I ran it on the October the 2nd, last Thursday, West Coast Mainline South. Last time I did it on the PlayStation 5, on the TSW5, was episode 844, which was the 22nd of September. So last Thursday was the first time I played on the Trains in World 5. And this, I've got to make sure I put down PS5 as well, because I'm not doing that and I need to. Ooh. Because originally we were going to do this afternoon, and we were going to do it on the PC, where I would have stopped as well as shoved the what's it map up.
Shane, the Voyager needs fixing with the brakes. Yeah, before you get in, just before you drive off, if you've got all the safety systems on, open and close the cab doors on either side. I only put on TPWS, AWS. I have no problem. I don't put the other safeties on. It is getting a fix. That fix, hopefully, I think, is tomorrow. From what I remember, there was a plan for the first patch or second patch, whatever they call it. Hiccups coming tomorrow. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, definitely TOC, definitely. Yeah, I've had no problem with the Voyager, to be honest. But like I said, I didn't use all the safeties. Can't stand a DSD. No. You once knew a man from Calcutta. He spoke with a terrible stutter. At breakfast, he'd give me a BBBBB bread and a BBBBB butter. Oh, for God's sake. Bradley, time out. No, don't time him out. Well, thanks, Mr. Camera Choice. I had a feeling we were empty. Taken on by Furtus. Ah, right. Chapelli is a form of bread. Nice. Oh, chapati, sorry, not chapelli. You're thinking that's more pizza, isn't it? Chapelli? Or Geppetto? Oh, we're doing this one, aren't we? The transfeser bones are still being used, so you've read. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, 58050 is supposed to be for the National Collection. Apparently. That has to be painted back into rail freight red stripe. Well, I saw 58045 to 58050 in Doncaster Works in various stages of completion. I think I have 58035 Hornby model in EWS livery. What do I think of Crewe to Birmingham?
Loving it. I can't wait to give it a go, which I'm kind of hoping will be, I may have early access next week if it releases. I reckon it will release on the 21st of October. That's not saying it will. I'm thinking if they're doing the preview October the 14th, which is this Tuesday coming, then I reckon it will be released on the the 21st, a week later. The last most you saw of 045, it was trying to extend the Walton on the Naze branch into the seafront. One thing you've never tried is when you go to Wembley, does the loco detach and take another load out, or does it take it somewhere else? This, in theory, and we're going to stick with this, it should disappear because it's off to Acton. So it should. Tony, let's go all the way down here. There we go. We stop there. It should, in theory, go under here. So this goes under the line, and this goes off round to Acton. And on the Great Western main line, when that line runs under behind Old Oak Common, comes round down onto Acton, that's where it goes to. Good job to their miserable. Yes. Right, I have need to go to Burton Road. So, what loco do I have? Oh, 58047. That's the 58 I have in AWS? EWS livery. I do remember I did have a brand new. This is one of the times when, with my other model railway that I had, I'd just go out and spend 200 quid when I got my wages every month. You know, as long as I paid my money, my mum, her rent, I would go out and buy a couple of locos. Setchfields in Poole loved me because I'd spend money with them. And after a while, I was getting discount. I was ordering stuff left, right, and centre from Hatton's. And one Friday, I bought the Hornby breakdown crane weathered version, and I also bought the Hornby Class 58 twin pack. One was 158 EWS 58 was a loco, powered loco. The other wasn't, sort of thing. So it's like a HST, you know, power car and dummy car. Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, I saw a video, and I'm going to see if I can find it again. And I don't think I put it on, shared it on Burton Road, Facebook, or in the Discord server. But basically, he was inquiring about what do people think of the Lima models. I mean, you can pick them up now for about, they were selling for about 80 or 90 quid in the day, but you can pick them up now. They still hold their price really well. You know, you can pick them up for between 45 to 50, 55 quid. And, you know, compared to today's models, they are showing a bit, what you call it, but they were way better than Hornby. That's the thing, they were way better than Hornby's models. Hi, Kieran. Kanan, even, sorry. Kieran is another guy that I know. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, that, you know, even like I can remember the big massive Tipler wagons, like the ARC box wagons that they had, and the Yeoman ones that were sold out. They're selling out the various different versions of the same 73. You know, 5 or 6 different liveries. And yeah, it was really good. They're really good. I mean, I've got 73. I've got a Lima 73-108, but I've got Daypole's DCC ready, not sound though, unfortunately. DCC ready, 73 GBRF 73-109, Battle of Britain 80th anniversary. Now this was the old Southwest Trains livery 73 Bob, Battle of Britain 50th. Am I a member of any miniature railways around the UK? No. I've just basically got my Facebook pages for obviously Hentis Rail, for Burton Road. Oh hello. And what's the other one? My normal standard Facebook page for me. I just, to be honest, I don't really have enough time at the moment to do the model railway stuff, which I try to do when I get bored of doing other bits and bobs or stuff that I can't do. So I then turn to sorting out the model railway. And the problem is, being out of work at the moment, the model railway is costing a bit, and I don't want to spend time doing it because I know I will want to spend some money. That's the worst thing. So I've got to kind of be a little bit careful. You're a member of the Magic Roundabout Train Fan Club. Oh dear. I mean, I was a member of Swanage Railway, but I gave that up. Probably its only member. I've now got that the sound of the Magic Roundabout going round in my head. Thanks. That should be with me until I fall asleep this evening. You got green. So we got 89%, 86%, sorry, saying the October roadmap is good, and 14% saying it's bad. It's interesting to see you get 14% saying it's bad. Are they the 14% that say, well, there's not really much German stuff on there, or there's, you know... I mean, I saw a post today, and I've got to be... There's some guy, and I don't recall his name. I think he's an Australian, and he asked about Australian routes coming to Train Sim World 6 or Train Sim World 7, because he's, you know, there's plenty of them, blah 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 blah, and I just, you know, I'm just like thinking, don't these people know that, I mean, the thing is though, I suspect a lot of Australian companies will want to work with Oran or N3V Games, whatever they call themselves these days. I preferred Oran better, but N3V, there's a bit of a gobful. And I was like, I just replied with, to be honest, it'll be down to licensing. If license holders do not wish Dovetail to use their IP, or the loco builders do not wish Dovetail to use their IP, so they don't issue them a license, I said, you can wish for all the Australian routes in the world. I said, but you're still not going to get them. I don't think it went down too well with him, but at the end of the day, you're not going to turn around and say, yeah, Dovetail's going to do them all, and then, you know, oh, but you said you're going to do them all. You know what I mean? And now you're not doing any? Oh, licensing.
You cleaned it during one of its many Thunderbirds rescues back in the day. Thunderbird Southwestern Trains Control wanted to sling this thing out on a passenger job for shits and giggles. Yeah, it did. Strangely enough, there's a little one of the special 4 VEPs or 3 SIGs or 3 VEPs decided to have an earth fault coming off a set of catch points at Brockenhurst, and they had nothing down there, so they took a 73 from Bournemouth with the other 3 VEP on there, and they just used it as like there's so much work, so much passengers for the it turned up about 2:30 at Brockenhurst, and it did the whole service, the rest of the service for the rest of the day. Yeah, the EDs were great. We did back in the 80s, we did a service from Bournemouth in the 73. I don't know what it was. It was hauling Mark 1 coaches. Oh, it's a bloody. It was the 4 rep. 4 rep with no traction motors. So we had the 73 hauling it up from Bournemouth. It was one of the services that ran with just the 4 VEP and 8 car TC. So it was basically 12 coaches, non-powered 4 rep, and obviously the 4 TCs weren't powered. There's 2 4 TCs and a 4 VEP with no traction motors. So the 73s were used as traction, and the 73 on juice goes like shit off a shovel. They are fantastic. Don't ever try a double-headed 73 on a rake of 15 J&A loaded ballast boxes, because yeah, they couldn't peel the skin off custards. And they were on electric power as well. But yeah, we were going up to Glasgow. This was one of the trips that we went to Glasgow. I don't think it wasn't the one where we did the Eastfield Open Day. That was the first time we went up there. We still actually went round we didn't go round the depot. We got to the outside where the road was. They wouldn't let us in. Because the stupid thing is, on the first time, is that we actually went into the depot and we spoke to them about, when's the open day? And they said, didn't you know it was cancelled? It's just like, fuck no, we would have gone otherwise. But yeah, we went up there and we could see most of the locos and the stuff around from the gate area, sort of thing. Hi Daniel, how are you? Welcome to the stream. So yeah, we were running up to Waterloo behind a 73 in a 4-car rep with 8 car TC behind us, 12 coaches. It was we go down to where the cab walkthrough is for the 4 rep and the 4 TC, and we were doing 112 between Basingstoke and Waterloo. 112 in the 73. That's crazy. I mean, they weren't even built for that. 112 miles an hour. 73, 8 car TC, 4 car rep. And it was only the 73 that was powering. And I'm sure I have a photo somewhere. Oh yeah, the reps could do that themselves.
quite often they did. But yeah, it was quite a nice little run actually, and we did a bit of train spotting at Eastleigh and not Eastleigh, at London Waterloo, and then we just made our way over to, you do your rite of passage. So you're going to Euston. We walked from Euston, we got into Waterloo about just after 10 o'clock. Our train wasn't leaving till about, I think it was the night rider was about 11:45. So we had enough time to go to King's Cross, get the locos, the numbers at King's Cross, and then walk across to St Pancras, get the locos there, and hot foot it about 15 minutes before the train left, to Euston. And yeah, that was the fun. Going past everywhere, you could make out the shapes of the locos and the trains and coaches and that, and wagons in the yards and everything. Oh, it was just absolutely amazing. Carlisle was the best because you could see in the early hours of the morning, you could see like the tops of the 40s and the 45s all in the yards at Carlisle, and it was like you had the floodlights on, but then you also had like the fog and the early morning mist. Yes, it was definitely busy at that time. Yeah, and it was such a shame. But yeah, so many good memories of those long arse trips. Oh, it was great. Like a couple of weeks ago, we went to Great Central Railway up at Ruddington. Well, actually, it was the Nottinghamshire Transport Museum, Train and Tram Transport Museum, in Ruddington, and the amount of like old classic heritage locos they got there, 31s, 08s, 20s, some of them running GCR North, yeah, absolutely fantastic. And it was just like, oh my god. There's even I don't know if there's a 141 or 143 that was there. But yeah, I'm not sure if they still want that, but that was given to them free of charge apparently. But they still had steam train there working as well. It was working its last few runs because I think it was being taken out of service for its boiler exam and everything. Yeah, it's one of those 143 or something's there. But it was a really, really good day. And then obviously when we had the interview with Tim Ingle, we did that, and then we made our way down to the GCR via Loughborough and Brush Loughborough. Got the pictures of the 60s and the 92s and the 73s that were there. They had a GBRF 73 there as well. Can't remember what the number was. I'll try and find that out. Yeah, if you look at my profile pic or header pic on the Hentis Rail Facebook page, you'll see the pic I took from the security gate. He wouldn't let us go up to the gate, the barrier, and take the picture, but he said you can stand behind the security box and you can take the picture. And he gave us a full list of what was in there. That's a really good day, actually. I've got the video. I think the video is going to be done at some point, but the album's already up. On the Facebook page, Hentis Rail page, just look at photos and then look at the albums, because there's shitloads there. I've just started updating the album for June as well. Then it will be the videos, UKRS carry out work on both the 73s and 92s owned by GBRF. Yes. There's about 4 92s there and about 4 560s. They're all up on the 92s were all up on trellises, so there was no bogies there. I think they've taken the bogies away, but one of the 92s there is one that's not turned a wheel in revenue earning service. Apparently. I got my little lady friend. She was saying she was looking forward to the Class 99s coming down here. And I was like, whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. And she said, well, they will be, because they're doing runs on the southern region. I went on, on the Southwestern Railway or that sort of thing. I said, well, whoa. I said, stop. I said, they'll be working trains from Crewe, mainly Tonbridge Yard, and stuff down to Eastleigh Yard. I said, that's what they'll be doing. And they'll also be running under Crewe familiarisation runs. So I said, GBRF guys down here will be driving them and will be learning how to drive them. I said it's what they've been doing on the Great Western. They've been running trains overnight with GBRF loco tucked in. They're running freight trains. I said, we don't have any freight trains down here. And I said, I can't really see them running a freight train down to Weymouth Station with a 99 with a loco tucked in. I said, I can't see it. I said, it will probably more than likely be a light engine loco with another loco attached for insurance of the 99. I said, you'll be seeing them running the intermodal services or any engineers trains that they needed with a loco tucked in between where Tonbridge and Eastleigh. I said, I very much doubt you'll see them running freight trains from Eastleigh down to here. I said, because they've got nowhere to run them round. And yeah, she wasn't having it. She said, you never know. And I was just like, there's no freight trains that run down here now. Not saying there won't be, though. But I'm seriously like, oh, God. So, I mean, the other thing is as well, we've got our line between Bournemouth and... On the weekend, it's Bournemouth and Dorchester, which is closed for 2 days. And then from the Monday, November the 15th, through to... Well, at the moment, the 90s are basically due to do... They've been working around in the Great Western area, not the 90s, the 99s. They've been working down on Great Western Metals, doing freight trains overnight. Just basically getting the safety case or whatever. They got route availability. They got the same amount of route availability as the 66. So we will get them down here eventually. But she's under the impression they're going to come down on a freight train. That ain't going to happen. That definitely will not happen. I can't see it happening. We don't have any freight trains down here. The only trains we get would be engineers trains, and they're once in a blue moon. We've had one engineers train down here so far this year. Our next one is coming up towards the end of October, which is a Colas operated job. But what I'm trying to explain to her as well is saying that the crews need, for to be trained on the 99s. First one appears on a rail sort. You never know. You never know. The 99 all-rounder. It could happen, yeah. I mean, the first 70s we ever had down here were on engineers trains, and they were coaless. They even beat Freightliner down here. I don't even think we've had I think we've had one Freightliner 70 down here. I'm not sure. I need to check that. But we've had a lot of coaless 70s, but not Freightliner. Approaching Watford Junction. .6 miles to Wembley. Yeah, Great Western Main Line will be the last route I'm going to be running today. I'm tired. I'm going to watch an episode of season 1 of The Last of Us, and then I'm going to go to bed. But yeah, like I said, we've got Saturday and Sunday closure between Bournemouth and Dorchester South, and then from the Monday we've got Monday through to the Saturday we've got a 5-day closure from Poole down to Dorchester South. And there's a fair bit of work going on. There's the drainage situation in the run round sidings and the shunt neck at Poole. Hi Liam, how are you? Welcome to the stream. There's work on embankments, strengthening at Hamworthy. They've got loads of monitoring equipment over there at the moment on one of the embankments. So they've obviously noted shifting movement in the embankment. Dorchester, or was it Wall? There's a new footbridge being done, and level crossing work at a couple of places. Hoping it's just not RRV work for the sidings. It's all to do with the drainage situation. I posted a picture this afternoon on my Facebook page. I went down there Monday, I think it was. I stayed in yesterday. Because I thought I actually had work on Tuesday. I stayed in, sorry. I thought I had workmen turning up to do my balcony, and it wasn't Tuesday, it was today, and I'm such a dumbass. So yeah, Monday I went and took a couple of pictures in the of the sidings at Poole, and they were well moist, put it that way. It's worse than when they actually earlier on in the year. 710. Fine, thanks. How are you? Do you wish it was a 90 you're driving? No, but it will be at some point. The annoying thing is they're doing their own timetable. So what they've done, they've basically copied the timetable, and they're doing one with the 90 on the timetables. And it's annoying because the DB don't have any 90s left now that run. They took all their 90s out of service and sold some of them, and some went for scrap. Freightliner took about 2 or 3 on. They were going round for a while in DB red with Genesee Wyoming Freightliner stickers on them, which were quite cool actually. LSL have 2 of them. They both just recently come back from Eastleigh. Oh, 4 of them. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind because I've got more and more timetable to do. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. So this may be one that if Rob does do any locos for Freightliner 90s or something like that, they may appear. But that's if you do them in livery designer. I don't know. It's up to you. LSL have 2 because they both visited Eastleigh. One was having everything done, being named as well, and the other one came down and went out a few weeks ago, which I got a picture of. Well, my brother took the pictures, sent them to me. Can't remember which one it was though. We went back on Monday actually with the 37, and went back to Crewe with barrier wagons and a 4400 something HST Midland Pullman car, I believe. The 171377 pack, a new timetable. It's definitely needed because of the 377 being the /5, which is the free car one, yes. But the 313 will sub in as well from time to time. But people are now going, oh, you got to have the Eastbourne to Ashford route. And I'm like, oh, for God's sake. Hey, mate, you're up against me. Come on. Come on, shit's going down real. It's getting real now. That is so cool. I won! I'm on the PS5 tonight. I was planning for streaming this afternoon on the PC, and I was going to do a live, what do they call those things? Roadmap update in the stream. But unfortunately, because I thought my balcony was being done on Tuesday, because I'm a dumbass, I got all the dates wrong. It wasn't. It was being done today, so I've had to abandon that, and thought I'll do this live stream tonight, Thursday. I'll watch a bit of the live stream, the roadmap live stream, which is pretty cool. But then I thought when they started getting towards the end, right, let's do the start the live stream off. So I just decided to do it on the PC. Oh, you beat me. I will try to do a Train Sim World live stream on the PC once a month. Whether that... Whoa! He didn't make it. I'm going to start putting chalk marks on my bloody laptop. JD had... It was so hard. Yeah, you can't substitute different train names, that's it. No, that's just about the right wing. I don't think it was Harrow and Woolston we went through, was it? It might have been. It was about right for Harrow and Woolstone, though. There's always people jumping in front of stuff there. Yeah, it was Harrow and Wilton. I'm just watching it back now on the feed. Oh. They're going to call me the murderer of Harrow soon. There's about 3 or 4 I've had go through there. Oh dear. I don't know what we were talking about before this. Yeah, PS5. Yeah, definitely PS5. So what I want to do is probably one of my live streams for Train Sim World, whether it's a members one or at least once or twice a month, just to keep my hand in it and to try and see if I'm not too busy, start getting my own little thingies made up for my little OBS streams and everything. How to implement certain things, like I could be running live, but then I'll have like certain music or a video playing with a countdown on it. Do you see what I mean? Sort of thing for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, or stream starting soon. So I run the music for about 2 minutes, and then boom, I come in live. I'm not interested in doing putting camera on. A, because there's extra resources, and B, you're there to watch me drive, not watch my face. I've got a voice of an angel, but I've got a face of Hades. Oh crap! Better start slowing down, really, haven't we? Yeah, voice like an angel, face like a hell's angel's arse. This is approach control, but you need to slow down anyway, so cause it's a red in theory. So if you go rushing up to a red, you're probably liable to end up spatting. Worst thing is you're down a gradient as well. But yeah, I want to try and get it where I've got some nice little cards, or like where, for transitioning from basically the stream itself and then boom onto the thingy. But I've got to make sure that my mic is muted. On the PS5, all I have to do is just press the little button on the PlayStation controller. There we go. You should be able to hear me now. Yeah. There we go. But there again, if I also lift up the microphone arm on the headphones. So what I was saying, now that I lifted the arm down, I should also be muted, lifting the arm up. So let me know in the chat if it was muted or not. But I don't think it works, this mute the arm on the way up. I don't think it works on the PC. But yeah, it splits it from 1 into 2 on this. I've got a little splitter. Did I get the name from Matt? I have actually. No, I only mentioned to Matt this afternoon because I've been busy all week with stuff. It just so happens I remembered about it. So I have messaged him, and he said he's messaged the IT department. So he's going to find out. And I hope he does, because I so want a pair of those headphones. They are awesome. The weird thing is, down by my side here, and no, that's the extension lead. Got to do this. I have a Turtle Beach red and black Turtle Beach Recon 60s. Recon 60s? Recon 50s. And I've not touched them. These are brand new. Not touched them. So I've got shitloads of headsets all over the place. Some will be okay for using on the PC, and they're over the other side. They're under the PC desk. But yeah. The stupid thing is, though, I spent the Thursday and the Friday. It's funny to see JD not leak. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Thing is, though, the Friday and Thursday, we were there with the ambassador things. I had every time in the world to go there and see what the names were. I got an idea they were ravens. I'm not sure, though. They were nearly the same as what JD's were. Oh, there's a 66 there. Okay. DB is booked. DB is booked. He will more than likely leave just after we are. Give him a nod. All right, mate. 66,099. That's an inverted 66, that. He's got the FKAs on the FCAs, one of the two. FCAs. Yeah, the 170 pack, I'm looking forward to that. The 171, sorry. This Loco pack, what they did with the VMR, the 170, quite like that. That's really good. And they copied the time. It was, oh God, Ryan that did the pack, that did the timetable, which is really good. Oh, he's going. Oh, that one, yeah, he is going up. Yeah. Oh, hello. Right, so I'm going to return to free roam. I shouldn't be able to drive this. Yeah, definitely shouldn't be able to drive this. Gotta love the TEA tankers, the reskins, even though they're slightly longer and totally different in design. No, because this service runs out to Acton. I can't do anything. If I get out, I won't be able to drive it. Get back in, which is fine. There you go. Right. I'm just going to disappear for B&B. This should go out, in theory. It should go out. Where are we? We're there. What time? Where's my little... There it is. 17:08. I don't know what time it is now. But it'll go out, and it should take this line here and go out underneath. Round to here. This is the line that goes the underground line, which is there, and that should be is it Hanwell? Harlesden. There's a bridge here. This is the rail bridge here, and this line follows that. This is the one where it has the trains on the Bakerloo line, the freight trains that go over, and this then goes down to Acton, runs around the back of Old Oak Common, and where all the freight comes off into Acton Yard. So that's that line. What's the time? 17:08. Well, I don't even wait for that. We'll see. Because we've got Great Western we're going to do, so we'll wait for this one. 17:08. We're fine. We can have a little chat. I'm just going to have a P&B because if I don't, I'll be making something wet, which I won't be happy bunny about. I'm back. So yeah, talking of headsets, I've got about three headsets under the desk, which I can use. I mean, these headphones are really good. I don't mind Turtle Beach headphones, but I would love to have a set of those headphones that they had at Dovetail, just mainly because it's like you could. I was playing on the Riviera line. I can't remember what it was. It might have been a 150. I don't know. and we were at Exeter, I think it was, and I just boarded it, doing the passenger things. You could hear the announcements from the platform, but then all of a sudden, this is the first Great Western service too. And I just like literally went, what the then turned round to see who was behind me. There was no one behind me. It was, we all know what the sound that the onboard passenger announcements are like, yeah? But it was like she was standing directly behind me in real life. There was no one in the room. Has anyone played City Transport Simulator Bus on? I think someone got it today. I can't remember who it was. And they said they played that. And I don't know whether they've got it on console or not, but they said they played it. So I've not played it. I mean, the last thing I bought, which was the Tram Sim 2 or whatever it is, City Tram 2. I can't remember. Bradley will remember what it's called. I can't. But I've not played it since, which is really annoying. I think the thing is, though, unlike Train Sim World, where it logs every service that you do, you know, it's saying what you've got done, this one doesn't, and it is still a bit buggy. You've got it, and you find Bus Simulator is superior quality. Oh, superior, weirdly. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I think the problem is with me is that I had Bus Sim for, I think I had it on the Xbox, but I didn't gel with it, and as I would do the same with this tram one, I've not gelled with it, which is really annoying. But yeah, you know, it's one of those things. Is that a Desiro coming up? It is indeed. Look, no, it's not 377. Dumbass. GOC, you enjoy City Transport Sim, but I'm horrendous at making the timetables. You just end up with lines of trams jammed together. Not into actually doing the timetables for Train Sim World then. They don't have bus physics nailed down. They have improved the core game adamantly. Admittedly, sorry. So you see, they fixed the issue with the platforms. Well, that's cool. 5 minutes, and then we'll run out. It'll probably turn around. So we'll probably get. Well, let's do that. That's better. Because I know with where are we? Where's Willesden? Willesden's here. So I know with the North London line, you coming off around there, you can actually drive all the way down here to Old Oak Common, and they've got Old Oak Common depot where all the units are, the Crossrail units. So it's not like the original Old Oak Common turntable line at the back from Great Western Express. This is the proper up-to-date sort of version. Until the updates on Tuesday, you couldn't modify the platform where the tram stops at. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, someone should make you in charge of all National Rail Services. What could possibly go wrong? Making the timetable? No. You got to start somewhere, and that is making the tea. No, Old Oak Common, the Eurostar depot was across was across the tracks, which is now part of the I can't remember, it's North Pole depot, which was now the IET depot. It's where sometimes you see the HSTs park. You know, as you come out from Paddington, you approach Old Oak Common on your right. You got sometimes the HST parked in the sidings for about an hour before it departs. And then you've got the little bit of track that goes up and across the main lines, goes past that other depot. That is North Pole depot. That's where the Eurostar bits were. Got a nice picture of Eurostar 37s in there, or IEP 37s, and with the big massive Schaffenberg couplers on them. So I think it was a 73 and a 37 that had the Schaffenberg couplers on them. I don't know what happened to the 73s now, or 37. Don't know if they've got them still, scrapped them. But they used to go in and rescue the Eurostars if they failed. Not usually into the American routes, but you quite like Morristown. Morristown is all right. I don't mind it. I quite like it. I do have to admit, though, I prefer driving the Arrow to the ALP 45D. I just can't get the brakes right on it. Yeah, more practice needed. You thought it was the Old Oak Common site, and I thought, the hell was that? Oh, it's that. Not usually to yeah, save. Now these 377s, they go round somewhere around a corner, and they drop their pants and drop the shoes, and then they go off on third rail. I don't think it's here. I think it's, where is he? I think for him it's here. He goes off round this way, I think. Is that wagon or train? It's wagons. Where's he to? Oh, there he is. Oh no, he is going off round here. He might go further off round that way. Oh, here we go. Oi! Who took me out the seat? God's sake, really? Hey mate, do you want me to turn off? I'll tell you what, I'll turn off AWS. You think they use Thunderbirds now? Not that the 37s were overused to rescue out of North Pole. No, I don't think it was. They use rain. I'm going to slap you. It's reindeer. Fuck's sake. Really? So I don't know how far we can get down, but I don't ever recall staying on top in one of these. Oh crap. Forgot to turn DSD off, didn't I? We travelled on the Eurostar the week before trains failed in the tunnel. Oh, nice. The only time I've been on the Eurostar is when we were going to Paris to see Jean-Michel Jarre play by the Eiffel Tower, and we set a world record because there was 9. It was they reckoned it was 3.2 million people in the area of the square in Paris, in the park area, watching him do the Bastille Day concert in 1994, concert for tolerance, and yeah, it was. There's a fair amount. There's a lot of people there. It took us about an hour and a half to get back to the coach, and then that drove us 15 miles outside of Paris. And it started. Actually, the weird thing was, it actually started heaving it down with thunderstorms, and they are absolutely crazy. So we're now going under the West Coast Main Line. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. I was trying to release the horn quicker, but it wouldn't go back. So if you look, we are now there. West Coast Main Line is on our right hand side. Left hand side, you dumbass. We are coming up to a red light. I don't think he's going to stop at that red light. He may well do. Yeah, he's straight to a green. Hi Alex, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Oh, bloody cushion. We are running up with the Great Western Main Line next, and that'll be the last route to drive today. Oh. It's always nice to see where these trains go. It will end up, say, you know, with you've reached the end of the playable area and kick you out. So we are now. This is the line where on the Bakerloo line where you get the freight trains coming across. This is the Freightliner yard as well there. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Chesty, sore throat, but yeah. Surprising how far you can go before the scenery ends sometimes. Yeah, I mean, with Birmingham Cross City, you can go literally all the way up through Lawley Street. Now, I'm just not sure how far this will go. That's the thingy Grand Union Canal. And it will chuck us at Halsden. Now, Halsden okay. That's interesting. I don't know why it did that. That's the train. So literally, on the old Bakerloo route, sometimes you want a train spot, you stay here. See all the 66s running up and down there, because there's nothing else running. We didn't have the West Coast Main Line 350 or Pendo, but then you'd also have freight going across here as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah. Anyway, right, on to the final route of the night. Great Western Main Line. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you did. You've been carrying something yourself, chesty bit for a sniffle. Yeah, I had my flu jab last Saturday. I've been all right, but I've been around people that have had chest infections and flu, and I had a pretty bad night last night. And yeah, it's for it. I've got to just put it down. I was struggling to breathe for about 90 minutes. I didn't call the emergency service. I didn't need to, but it was just I was breathing, but kind of panicking in between because I couldn't breathe properly, and I choked literally on something, and yeah, I had a lot of problems breathing, and it's not what you think it is either. So I know there'll be some people saying we know what you choked on. No, I'm not lucky. And yeah, unfortunately, I was not very well. And I've woken up with got up today with a really bad sore throat and a really horrible chest. No, that's fine, Liam. No worries. It's appreciated. Right, so we are going to do Great Western Express. So I had to be up at 8:30 as well. 7:45 this morning as well. So I am pretty tired, and I didn't finish the stream yet this morning till 1:30. Glutton for punishment. So yeah, I've got to put down 2016 as well for this. Great Western Express 2016. Right, I'll sort this out in the morning, or the afternoon. I've got to be doing some more job hunting tomorrow as well, because I'll be able to find a job. I had another scam company phoning me. Well, they emailed me this morning. And it's basically what they do. They phone you, and unknown to you, you're agreeing to an interview and to work for them. They're just like, no, I'm not agreeing to anything. And then they basically say, oh yeah, you promised to do this, you promised to do that, and they're just like saying, well, you won't be getting any money, blah 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 blah. It's just like, well, I didn't fucking promise to do anything. But they're shit. There's a few of them about, and they're just scam companies. And I turned around and said, look, just consider this email as my reply. I'm not really interested, so remove my name from the database, blah 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 blah. And wow, lo and behold, 2:30, 2:45 this afternoon, I get a phone call from them. I thought, right, I said, did you not read my email that I sent to you? Oh, we've only just received it. I said, well, please be considerate and read the email first before phoning me. And they say, oh, we'll take your name off our database. Well, they fucking don't, because basically I still got another email from them. So now all their emails just get automatically deleted. It's ridiculous, because you also get, the other thing you get is people, you get other people, you get companies phoning you up about, they can do job searches for you. They can get you with the right client, the company sort of thing, match you up, but you've got to pay them to do it. And I'm just like, no, you're right. you're warned about doing it, but people still do it. They're warned about, do not hand over any money to companies saying they can find you jobs, you know, any debit cards, credit cards, or anything. But people do. I'm not being horrible here, Alex, but at some point you will. Trust me. I always thought that, and I recently got scammed early this year. That was my fault. I was not in a good place at the time, and I thought, oh, yeah, I'll do for that. Brilliant. And it was something that I was really interested in, which was Lego. And I was like, oh, get a free one of these, free one of those. Yeah, brilliant. Wasn't thinking straight. Everything that's been going on, I was not thinking straight, and yeah, I got scammed. Got my money back though, but it cost me a bit of pride because I have to admit it. I fucked up. But yeah, you can turn around and say you never fall for scams, but there will be a time when you do. I was like that as well. I always said, no, I know it, but nowadays, some of them are so sophisticated, you think, oh, really? And yeah, unfortunately, the one earlier this year, I fell for it, and they were taking money out of my account. Yeah, it might just not be a number, though. It could be something completely different. But, you know, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. That's good for you that you don't do it. So, you know. But usually with my phone, it comes up with scams, a suspected scam, which is fair enough. You know, and it's usually like with the jobs. I mean, when someone says, "Oh, you pay me," you know, give me your debit card, credit card information, blah 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 blah, and we'll find you a job. No, I won't do that. Because most agencies won't do that. Job agencies will not ask you for cash or ask you to hand money over. Also, certain national, well-known, reputable job agencies like Indeed, Reed, and a couple of other national ones, sometimes you generally get WhatsApp calls from people that say they represent this agency, Reed or whatever it is, and they to ring them back on this number for you to chat to them about prospective jobs for them. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work. They say if they can't get hold of you, they, you know, it's also, they say if anyone on Reed phones you, it won't be from WhatsApp or Indeed. It's not from WhatsApp. This is North Pole Depot here. This is the Eurostar, what was the Eurostar depot. It's now the IET depot. So yeah, it's just one thing you don't do. So you've got to watch. You've got to be so careful for job stuff, everything. And it's just like these. I mean, I'm like you. I have loads and loads of numbers blocked on my phone for you know, for scams. And the one thing that absolutely annoyed, this is North Pole Depot, sorry, here, this bit, this is North Pole. The one thing that annoyed the sweat off my nuts was whenever I had to phone 999 because getting an ambulance for my mum, all my blocked calls were unblocked. Every single one of them. And I had about 40 or 50 on that at the time. Every time. Sometimes it was 2 or 3 times a month. and that did my bloody head in, because I had to then go back. Do you want to block this number? Yes, yes, yes. There's not just a thing like hit this to block these numbers again. No, it's, oh, we've had to unblock all your unblocked calls. Why? Because you rang the emergency services. Well, if I got calls blocked, they're blocked for a frickin' reason. So if I'm going to call 999, I've got blocked numbers. I'm not going to have, well, I'm not going to want those blocked numbers unblocked. Oh, but you might do. No, I don't. Do you know what I mean? There's been a few people moaning about it, complaining about it to the phone companies. One, I did it twice to Samsung, saying it's wrong. It shouldn't unlock them because of you dialing the emergency services. I said I block calls for a reason, block numbers for a reason, and that's not for when I could dial 999 for the phone to automatically unblock them. It's something to do with the software. It's because you call 999, the emergency services, it unblocks numbers, because obviously it will say, well, you might want to call these numbers to let them know. I block numbers for a certain reason because I don't want them phoning me. Do you know what I mean? I obviously, cargo low military. For obvious reasons, I no longer have to call 999 because of my mum. So I don't know, because this is a phone is now 2 years old. So I bought it just after my mum died. Thought I'd treat myself and buy myself a brand new phone, pay it outright, don't have to do a contract, just do my normal SIM card. So yeah, I don't know if that is still the practice, but it annoys the sweat off my nuts. It really does. Oh look, there's 1972 I suggested. But yeah, you know, when it comes up with suspected spam, I answer it. And if it comes up with some recorded, oh, we note from our records that you were involved in a car accident and you may be but switch off, block. That's it. That's what I do. And it's like at the moment with my original NTL World email address, that gets spam something chronic, and it's just like the best one is the McAfee virus, and it comes from some place in Nigeria. But I had one the other day from the cloud. Yeah, apparently a company called the Cloud. Yeah, I'm thinking, I don't have any photos on the cloud. I don't have any photos on any cloud at all. All my photos are on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, or my phone, or the digital media. On my computer or optical discs. So when you get phone calls like that, and I'm no longer with Virgin Media, I haven't been with Virgin Media for 2 years, even though I still have my NTL World email address. So go figure that one. But it gets scammed more times than I get spam emails on it more times than anything these days. So I don't really bother with it. But yeah, it's just like, once bitten, twice shy and all that shit. But yeah, I don't want any of my pictures going up on the cloud. No, you're right there, so don't worry about it. No cloud photos of me. But your photos are on the cloud. Not mine. Definitely not mine. You don't get scam calls. That's fair enough. The thing is, though, you know, strangely enough, I've got some emails. The email I got was from a company called Pinnacle. It's on my Facebook page actually, and it just says basically, you know, we've got a business opportunity for you, and I was like, oh, here we go. I thought, hold on, I've had these before, and this was shortly after another one that I had, which doing exactly the same thing. And when she phoned me, and when this other person phoned me as well, because I sent the email to them, this other company, and I've had Pinnacle before, but I just trashed it, didn't want it. And this other company, they do exactly the same thing as what this company called Pinnacle do. And I was just like, I emailed them. It came through as an email to me, and I replied to them, I'm not interested, just remove my details off your database, please. Thank you. And then about an hour later, they phoned me, and I told them, I said to them, I'm not interested. But she kept phoning me. And in the end, I said, if you don't stop phoning me, I will have you done for harassment. I said, I've got all your company details here. Remove my details off your system. Never heard from them again. Now I've heard from Pinnacle. The reason why is what these people do, these companies, they go through, they look at new CVs that have been added to CV Library and places like Indeed. CV Library, I've had some really good feedback from people that have looked at my CV, and you've got to provide your phone number. That's the unfortunate thing, you know. You enjoy messing with the scammers. Oh yeah, I do. I've got this book of this person that she just eggs on scammers. She's you know, she's made out herself to be certain people, certain famous people, and she's written books about it, and she's even gone to meet someone, you know, who thinks that he's meeting some famous Hollywood A-list star. And she turns up at the airport because she's got a photo of him, so she knows what he looks like. All he's got is a picture of her that she's taken off the internet of this famous person. And they're so befuddled thinking, oh my God, I'm actually meeting her. And she's scamming the scammers. It's awesome. I love watching these videos. But she wrote a book about it. And yeah, she's been threatened with death. Because she scammed these people, trying to get money out of her, and all that sort of thing. You know, she goes, I've got all this money here, and she goes, I can bring it in a briefcase. She goes, I'm going to Paris, and I'm going to be staying at this hotel for, I'm going to be there for 2 days. I'm doing some filming, doing interviews. And she said to this person, I'll be there for 2 days. I'm leaving about 6 p.m. their time, local time. She goes, I've got to get back to my my apartment in England. She goes, but I can bring some money for your investment. She goes, but I need you to book the hotel for me. And he goes, yes, yeah. You know, he books the hotel, comes all the way from Nigeria to Paris, books the hotel for him. She doesn't turn up. You know, 6 p.m.'s gone because I am here. Where are you? She goes, he's just, you know, showing her all the receipts and everything that he's booked for the hotel. He's spending thousands of euros on the best possible stuff in this hotel. She scammed him. She scammed the scammer. Absolutely. The book was fantastic. I don't think I've got a copy of it anymore. But yeah, it's really, really good. You have a good read, have a good laugh out of it. And of course, it's great when, you know, it's a woman doing it and she's scamming the blokes that are trying to scam her. You know, oh, I know you are this, you're that, you're this, and she, yeah, it's just unbelievable. but yeah, we all get scammed at some point, and it is embarrassing. But you know, it's like I said, I've had my credit card scammed earlier this year. I had my credit card scammed years ago for Barclays, and it was being used in Monaco. In I was going to say bingo hall then. In a casino, couldn't think of what the name was. Monaco and casino, a casino in Monaco. And the bank was noticing, or the online security was noticing weird actions going on against my card in Monaco. Last time it had been used a month before in Paul Dorset. Now it's being used in Monaco. And it's just like, yeah, that sounds a bit suspicious. There's money coming off of it. Then there was money going in, paying off the what do they call it? Your credit limit. You know, paying the card off. Then they would be putting £500 down on something, another £500 down on something, and getting money back. Not getting money back, paying the card off because they had enough money, and obviously being greedy little bastards trying to scam everyone. And the bank stopped the card basically. And the lucky thing is that the scamming gits had actually paid off my credit card, and they were about to, put the use the card again, and they found out they couldn't use it. But it was only what, £2,500 credit limit I had on my credit card. That was scary. Actually, I was working at the time, so I could afford it. Don't worry about that. But it was scary. And all this was going on. I didn't know about it. I didn't get a phone call from them for some strange reason, and I just got a message, a recorded post letter come through. It was posted the night before or the day before. That came through, so my mum had to sign for it, and she said to me, sort of when I phoned her up, she said, "Oh, there's a recorded delivery letter for you." I said, "All right." I said, "Well, you know, I had a half day that day, so I came in to read it," and I was like, read it. Am I not a fraud? And my jaw dropped. I went, "Oh my god! Someone scammed my fucking credit card." So I had to phone the bank up, go through several questions and everything, and they said, "Well, you're in luck. We are actually in the branch at Poole today." So I went down to speak to some guy down there, and he went online, looked at everything. He said, "Yeah," he said, "basically your credit limit is clear." He said, "So basically they've been scamming your card," and they showed me all the activity, and it was from some place in Monaco. I said, "I don't have a passport." I said, "So that's not me." And he said, "That's all we need." He said, "So you'll have a new card come in." I said, "Right, can you do me a favour?" I said, "Just put the credit limit down to it for £500. He said, "Yes, he said, "That's fine." He said, "You got good credit. You're £2,500 in credit. You're fine." But you know what I mean? It's just like, that really pissed off. I mean, I don't think they were really pissed off about it, the scammers, because they'd probably do it on someone else's card. You know? But, you know, when that happens, it took, I think, when this last one was done, it was only for about £13-14, and I'm just like, I've not taken out a subscription to that. That's not me. And I had to go through all of my my statements of where and when I did these payments, and there's a payment for £2.99 postage, and I realised what it was for, and I did think about it at the time. Maybe it's a scam, and I didn't hear nothing. I thought, oh, it's a scam, innit? So I thought, you know what, I'll cancel it, sort of thing, which I did. But by then, the time I cancelled it or it went through, the money had gone. So obviously the people that were scamming you knew the card was good, so they start spending money on it. But because unfortunately I had to make a payment on something, I was only on that card about I didn't have an overdraft on it. So it was just a normal card one of my normal cards that I use. And unfortunately, they took paid for one or two items, small items at first. Then they realised, right, they could go and do it. They then went for a bigger item of £30 or something like that, where they took out 66 on aggregates. They took out subscriptions or something, and that's when the card was stopped, and I got the warning that unusual activity been going on the card. Can you confirm this? And I was in the middle of shopping at the moment at that time, paying with cash. I always try to pay with cash because I believe cash is king. I don't like all this credit card shit, debit card. Oh yeah, it's easy to do. Just hand over your debit card, don't swipe it off, £400 or whatever comes off your account, boom. I mean, usually the daily limit from a bank machine is £300, so you're lucky. 4.7 miles of Swanage, Reading. Hello JP, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh, look at that. Cargo line military. And yeah, basically it took me 3 months to get all this back. I don't know what's up with YouTube or PlayStation. It looks as though it's dropping my stream because I've only got one person watching. So yeah, that's a bit weird. Yeah, it says one person watching. Oh, okay, fine. Don't understand. But yeah, you always pay by card. It's the new norm. When all the credit card facilities are all gone down, that ain't going to pay for your bits and bobs, is it? Which they will go down at some point. They have gone down from time to time, and it proves a lot of problems. But I prefer paying with cash, to be honest. It's just me. But all my bills I pay is all done electronically, sort of thing. But yeah, it took me three and a half, nearly 4 months to actually get that money put back into my account. It wasn't a lot. It was less than £50 at the end of the day, but it's still £50. That was my fault, though. That's the thing. But they said no. They said don't worry about it. It's fine. And this is why I get so annoyed with Facebook, where they allow ads where they are clearly scamming people. And the problem is with Facebook, they say those ads do not go against their community standards. And the reason why is because these scamming companies, I would love to call them something else, these scamming companies boost their posts or get them sponsored. So they pay Facebook to sponsor them for about 3 months or something like that. And because they're being sponsored or they're boosting these scamming ads, Facebook won't take any action against them. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I use Facebook a lot. I use it for my Hentis Road page and Burton Road page. The problem being is it's down to Facebook's unwillingness to listen to people. Who can you talk to? You go to contact us at Facebook. Who can you go to at Facebook to talk to if you have a serious issue? You can't. You have to go through AI. And because there's nothing wrong with that post, they don't have enough people to check their posts. Well, rattle reported. I'm sorry, but they should do. I mean, to prove... Did I just overshoot? Oh no, I was on the 5-yard line. That's good. To prove something, I have a torpedo mic for my camera and my phone. And I put the wind sort of breaker thing on it, the little furry windy thing, and I called it Mike. And I put 2 googly eyes on it, right? I took a photo of that, and I got Google AI to look at it, and it said that this is a fluffy plush animal from the blah 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 range of soft farm toys. It's a hedgehog, based on a hedgehog. That's AI for you. Tells you completely the wrong fucking thing. It had nothing in there saying this looks like a torpedo mic with googly eyes. It identified it, saying that it had googly eyes, but it didn't say it was a mic. It said it was a plush style grey fluffy hedgehog from the such and such range of toys. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, AI is shit. And then one of the new ones that we've had come round here, and it's all been called by one of the things that's called out because one of the parents was sent a video, or basically the parent was sent a video of their child. The child thought it was a joke. There's a homeless AI man in this person's house, and the kid sent the post to their parents, who phoned the police, panicking. There was a homeless person in their child's their house, thinking it was real. The police went round there banging on the door, and it's a prank going round. This is AI. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you're right. Facebook is the new Twitter for its cesspitness. It really is. And all Zuckerberg is interested in is putting in more and more AI and not listening to what people say. How can you turn around and say that a post that is scamming people out of thousands and thousands of pounds is not it does not go against Facebook's community standards? I don't understand it. Facebook are basically like Facebook have their hands up to their ears going la 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 la. They're not listening. And unfortunately, Facebook is going to face it at some point because someone's not going to stand up for it, and they're going to take them down because basically the amount of shit that Facebook just say, no, it's fine, and it goes against community standards. How can you have a picture of your newborn baby that has just been delivered? You post it to your family on Facebook saying, meet blah 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 James, and he's got a bit of blood on him, bit of internal woman's bits and afterbirth, whatever, not been clean, just come out, freshly delivered, baked, whatever, dropped, spat out on the wall, whatever. You take a picture of it and then you send it to your family, and Facebook AI turn around and say that goes against community standards. Yet a company that pays for their scamming advert, making thousands and thousands of pounds and dollars from Facebook users, does not go against Facebook's community standards. That's it, yeah. It's ridiculous. And until Facebook decides to put in people that actually look at these reports, it doesn't matter how long they take, pay them to fucking look at these reports and action them. Investigate them. When you see it's a baby that's just been born, you read the text, just been born. You know? It's not a baby that's just been made out of AI, that's just been born with an alien chest burster flapping about its body. It's not that, okay? So, yeah. I honestly, social media is shit these days. It's really going to shit. I mean, there's people complaining about AI movie stars now. You know, it just does my head in. Anyway, guys, oh, hello, I've hit the wrong button. I need to do that one. Go to the main menu. Yeah, I mean, it does get me. I am just about to do that as well. End the poll. 89% of you think the roadmap was good. 11% of you thought it was bad. 46 of you voted, so that was pretty cool. Let me just... I need to do that, and I need... Oh, I can't, hold on a minute. Let's do... Oh, why haven't you done that? Come on. No. Oh, I've got to do this before the bloody thing goes. So, yeah, I've done the poll, and yet too many people use this AI called Sora. Oh God, yeah, it's a new thing, isn't it? And people will find Control C. Well, they'll find something to do with it. So let me just put that on there. Let me just. I just need to post this somewhere. Control V. There we go. I know it's there now. And post. Oh, excuse me. I can post that in a minute. Yeah, right, guys. Anyway, thank you all very much for tuning in. I'm surprised I lasted this long. What time is it? 25 to 12. Yeah, I'll watch an episode of The Last of Us. Then I will sleep tonight, which is really cool. But yeah, guys, there's no stream tomorrow night. There is a members only video. Members first video. Try that. God, that's a gobful. That is members first video. That will be a train sim world journeys. If you want members, or if you want anyone, type in the Discord what routes you want me to see to record members, train sim world journeys on. I'll end up doing some of them at some point. But yeah, guys, I will see you on Saturday night for the Train Sim World 6 stream. Normal time, 19:30. If I've won the lottery, then you won't see me at all. I'll be off getting pissed somewhere, hopefully. But hey, you never know. Right, anyway, guys, thank you all very much. I really hope to see you. I'll be on Discord tomorrow anyway. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you on the weekend. So have fun. Take it easy. And I shall see you later. Have fun. See you later. And have a good night's sleep as well, because I know I'm going to need it. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.